Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. James Gunn jumps comic book worlds from Marvel to DC with his iteration of The Suicide Squad. It will be exploding into theaters and streaming on HBO Max August 6th, and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. This is the second Suicide Squad movie following director David Ayer's film from 2016. Some of those characters have returned, like Viola Davis's Amanda Waller, who is the mastermind behind gathering this group of supervillains. We learn that fellow prisoner Bloodsport, played by Idris Elba, is a world-class marksman and the one who put Superman in the ICU. Now Amanda can use him by offering up a trade-off regarding his prison time and a deal regarding his daughter. Bloodsport is to head up the Suicide Squad with Peacemaker, Harley Quinn, and King Shark, and a few others to help find the Thinker, played by Peter Capaldi. He's the man behind an alien technology known as Project Starfish. The film's monster cast includes Joel Kinnaman, Jai Courtney, and Margot Robbie, reprising their roles from the first film, and John Cena, Sylvester Stallone, Michael Rooker, and Daniela Melchior, who are new to this crazy world. James Gunn wrote and directed this new film, and you'll see the same visual style that he brought to the heroes of Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, but this time he's shifting his brain to the villains of DC. Now, he doesn't waste time setting up this collection of new characters, and will certainly shock audiences with his opening sequence. His bold choices are a clear indication to audiences that this will be a roller coaster ride that will keep your jaw dropped until the very end. All of his characters come with really big personalities, many of which clash with each other. They've all been in prison with some pent-up aggression that really needs to be released, and Gunn goes for it every step of the way. He's unapologetically violent and not afraid to have blood spraying all over the place, both viciously with its war themes or comedically when it comes to King Shark ripping characters in half. The male ego is also very fragile here, as we witness a little rivalry between John Cena's Peacemaker and Idris Elba's Bloodsport. And at any point, these characters could snap and turn on each other in the name of survival. James Gunn clearly draws inspiration from war films, with some Godzilla-style kaiju action in the climax that will either have you shaking your head in confusion or will have you laughing at the audacity of it all. The film is at its best when James Gunn just goes all out with how insane it gets, that kind of makes up for a clunky middle section. His best characters and performances happen to be the ones that you almost shouldn't work with. King Shark and Polka Dot Man. Sylvester Stallone voices King Shark like in the way that only he could, with a very macho man bravado. And Polka Dot Man seems like a stupid character, yet David Dastmalchian makes him this nutty yet lovable character. There's an abundance of flash and style in the brilliant costume designs. There's a sprinkle of 2D animation with Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. There's some timeline graphics, a deliberate soundtrack, and even the big baddie at the end. And we know that James Gunn can do visuals, but he adds in an emotional thread here with fathers and daughters and mothers and sons with the characters of Bloodsport, Ratcatcher 2, and Polka Dot Man. Now, regarding that, I oddly enough didn't always quite feel this explored enough to really connect with them throughout. Now, maybe if this was utilized really consistently throughout the movie, I would have felt that drive, but it seemed a little bit to be treated like storytelling elements just kind of used to bookend the film. Maybe others will latch on to the emotional thread more than I did. The Suicide Squad will play really well with comic book fans, but I think that casual moviegoers will have a little bit of a harder sell with this kind of material. I'm giving The Suicide Squad 3.5 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I got to interview James Gunn as well as this cast, including John Cena and Margot Robbie. You'll definitely want to check out those interviews. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Paul's Movie Trip. Do you have a favorite in this new DC Extended Universe? I'd love to hear from you. What is your favorite film in this DCEU? And then go to my website, paulstriptomovies.com, for even more reviews of all these DC films. Thank you so much for watching my review of The Suicide Squad. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.